Okay, so now that I am waiting for resin, you are going to watch me go from this, what is it, the Mausoleum of King Desert? I don't know, it's just a fucking pyramid, to Mondstadt's gate using Hu Tao attacks. I would like to do Bennett, but I know that would take like 10 years, and I really, really don't want to do that. So first off, I just gotta see, can I come through the chasm? I'm not too worried about Sumeru because I'm pretty sure that, yeah, you could pretty much just go here, follow the yellow brick road, and then I can figure something out here. I'd probably go, fuck, where would I go? Would I go that way? Probably this way. Shit, I don't want to climb though, because climbing is an attack, so I would probably go like this way. You guys get to see the fun part of me mapping this out, because my mapping skills suck. And then come here, and then come through here, and then I'm gonna see. So I'm gonna see first off, can I actually go through the chasm? If I can't, I'm just gonna do it from the chasm instead of from. Fuck. See, my mapping skills suck. I went the completely wrong way. All right, I'm gonna see if I can do it through all the way through Sumeru to Mondstadt. Just have to see if we can do it through the chasm first. If we can, it means even more fun. And sadly, it looks like there's a path. I don't remember coming through here, but maybe I did. It's been a while since I did Sumeru. So, we're just gonna. This shit might even be 2 parts long. I'm obviously gonna do the shortened version like I normally do. But then you wouldn't get to hear my lovely voice doing a commentary while I map this out. Oh my god, and sadly, oh fuck, will I? We can forgive some gliding, alright, and some climbing, okay. A little bit here and there, but we'll say like 98% of the thing is gonna be attacks, you know? But, shit, like some things are unavoidable. Like, I will have to climb. I will have to glide a little bit. The only thing is, so fuck, how do I... How do I? So if I come around this way, if I just, attack, 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 obviously. I'd forgive a little bit. I don't want to glide across the thing. I'd say climb up here, right? Come over. Nope, that's a dead end. How about, what, is this anything? It's a time trial I don't want to do. I don't want to go in the bottom, because if I go in the bottom, I know I 100% have to climb. Fuck, if I... Hold up. Hold on, let me zoom in a bit. We might... I think that we're gonna have to forgive some climbing or gliding here. If I climb up here, because I really want to do this challenge, but I know that it'd be pretty much impossible to do with zero climbing, zero gliding, just pure attacks. It'd be impossible if I do it up here. I mean, I could probably get away with zero gliding, but I don't want to do that. Then, God, the chasm. This is what makes it so difficult. Shit. And then, I don't know. I could come along this way. How far does this way lead me, though? I knew this was going to be an issue. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. God damn. I thought I would at least have, like, a decent path to circle around on. Maybe if I go to the left? Yeah, that looks pretty good. So we say climb up the thing. Forgive that climbing. I know if I went a ring higher, you can walk around that way from the Statue of the Seven. But I want to, I definitely want to avoid using the Statue of the Seven and teleporting, because I can't climb up that shit. So, I come over here, we're definitely gonna have to forgive some climbing. I'm gonna keep it to a minimum though. You know, actually, could I just go from like climb over there and go that way? Let's see. Let's see. You guys get to see the rare brainstorming for a stupid activity. Uh, yeah, just forgive the gliding. I could actually use ka-ching attacks to get across. I think that'd be pretty forgivable. It'd keep it to a minimum, you know? Come this way. Attack, 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 attack. I could fall. You know, attack until we fall. Glide just to be safe because I ain't falling my ass down there. Attacks. Boom, 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 boom. I don't want to do that. Shit. God, the chasm sucks. I really did hate this area in the story, though. Ah, God, I don't want to climb a lot, but the path really sucks. I think I just have to forgive that little bit of climbing, and it's pretty much like just the normal chasm path. The only thing is I don't know how to get out of the chasm, so we're gonna figure that out as well. Um, so is it that way? Looks like it. Let's see. Oh, there's just a path out. I could go that way, but I do want to go through Leeway Harbor, so I guess I'd have to go this way. Oh yeah, I can see the path. Go this way, obviously. Avoid as much climbing as possible, because I really don't. I think for a challenge, I want to be as true to it as I possibly can. I could go that way, minimize it, you know, fall down instead of gliding, right? Run this way. Oh, enemies along the path. That's great. Those that always is super fun. Like with my Bennett one, where I spent like fucking 5 minutes dealing with enemies because of auto targeting on console. But yeah, run this way, and I think there might be just a path out of the chasm, and then from there on, it's just follow the yellow brick road. You know, go the normal way. Is there a path out? Do I need to climb for this? That'd be pretty shitty. Ah, I need to climb for that. That's a shame. Oh no, I can attack up the stairs. I do that. Yeah. Hell is yes. Um, more stairs. You'd come over here. Attack some more. Because that's pretty much the name of the game, you know. Hu Tao attacks, you'd assume that you attack your way over there. I don't know why I have to say it. And then, yeah, follow the yellow. Alright, okay. So that's fine. I just gonna have to forgive some climbing when we get to that area. I like to avoid it, but if I go down in the middle section, climbing is literally unavoidable, at least to my knowledge. Okay, well, I guess nothing left to do but to do it, and I teleported to the wrong one. Because these waypoints are so confusing. This at least, okay. Alright. Hu Tao. It's time. And I didn't switch teams. God. Fuck. And I'm gonna have my food on the ready, and we're starting. C1 Hu Tao is great. I'm gonna talk for a little while here. I mean, there's not a lot to talk about. This is just straight fucking resinless activity, you know. I'm probably gonna start vibing at one point, you know. Mute my mic, do that. In the meantime, you know, what are your guys' thoughts on Sumeru? You know, for anybody that actually finds this video. You know, what are your thoughts on Sumeru? Like, you a fan of the story? You know, do you like Nahida and all the new characters? I like the new characters. Was not a fan of the story. I thought it was very, very cliche, very stupid. Uh, it was kind of painful to go through because it was a hell of a lot of dialogue. And now we run into our first hiccup. Can I just go down here? Here, let's see. Let's go this way. I guess I'll just plunge attack. It's an attack, so it counts, alright? And I also don't know where I'm going. Hold on, let's look for more mapping. Does this route? Yeah, if I follow the middle route. Okay. It's always the best part of these, because again, my mapping is terrible. At least in Genshin. Like, other games I'm typically fine with routes and mapping and stuff, but I can never get it in Genshin. Like, I can look at it 5 billion times and I'd still be completely lost. Which is why I need those walkthrough videos and why the interactive map is just something I simply cannot use. Also, it says there's a path, but I ain't seeing it. I'm just seeing a lot of sand, you know? I want to avoid getting their aggro if possible, and of course, because AI can just lock onto you from 500 miles away. Heal so if they hit me, I don't die because I don't want to fight them. But back to Sumeru's story. Yeah, I just like Act 1 and 2 were really rough for me because it had that whole like repeating the day stuff, and oh my god, I hate that stuff. Like in animes and mangas and stuff when they just have the people repeating the days. I hate it so much. I find it to be one of the dumbest stories possible. Oh, and we run into our first combat thing. Alright, auto targeting, you know, and hopefully I don't gotta kill the fat guy. Heal up just in case, and I gotta kill the fat guy. I'm sorry. Uh, actually, maybe I can get away before he comes back. That'd be pretty nice. You know, not a fan of killing the animals. Come on now. But yeah, repeating the day stuff, I'm not a big fan of it. It was also like a ton of dialogue. Like I said, it was like felt like 13 hours or something of dialogue, just pure uninterrupted dialogue. It was horrible. I mean, I'm like Genshin story and all. I'm very deep into it, but god damn, you cannot have like just that much uninterrupted dialogue. Act 3 and 4 where they added this area. Where the fuck am I going? I think up here. Where they added this desert area, it was okay. The Upper Lord, I think is what they call them. I found that very interesting. A little touching. I was kind of upset that they didn't have a boss fight at the end of that quest, but you know, Scaramouche, so it makes sense. And then Academia, I wasn't as interested in the Academia as everybody else was. I thought it was pretty stupid, just kind of a dumb villain, really. It felt Sumeru just felt very cliche in my eyes. Like there was nothing amazing or groundbreaking for it. And I do just follow this path, okay. You know, like the villain felt cliche. I mean, Act 2 was literally a cliche anime plot. Just day repeating over and over. God, I don't want to fight these guys, Christ. And then Academia, of course, felt like a very cliche villain. They really gotta, you know, the further we get along in this, the more I feel the need that they gotta change up They're just base model NPCs and stuff because they use like the same 5 ones for everything, and it get like Leeway and Mondstadt. Obviously, it wasn't very noticeable. Yeah, I'll follow the path. I don't want to take shortcuts. Well, I do, but I won't. See, I hate. Yeah, because like, and they always use the same character models for the villains, especially. Like, they never change them up. They always give them like the super sharp eyebrows and the same like weird European guy one, and like everything. I mean, I'm not saying that they need to make new character models and stuff. Uh, Plunge attack is still an attack, but I don't know. Have like an obese villain or something. Like, come on, change it up a bit. And their female character models are hit especially hard. So I shouldn't say character models, NPC models, because characters models are very different. But yeah, like their female ones are especially like, how do you put it? Especially similar. Like there's not a lot of differences between them. And when they make a fat female character, they always make it like the same character model as well. They don't change it up. What the hell? See, that's the stuff that I really don't like when it targets an inanimate object. Like that's just stupid. Follow the path. Hey, what up, snakes? Oh, I was about to smack them. I like the fact that a much better path was off to the left, but the one on the map is this path. Like, what the hell is that? Alright, we've made it out of the desert. I could have done it from one edge of the desert, but I feel like doing it from a landmark to a landmark is a lot better. You know, like I used to do it from Leeway Gate to Monstadt Gate. You know, so Desert Temple to Mondstadt Gate, landmark to landmark, not one end of the map to the other. I could do that, like the edge of Sumeru to what's it called? Edge of Sumeru to edge of Mondstadt, like the area where you start in. I could totally do that, you know. All right, now that we are here, the only thing about this path is it's got this little cutoff section. So I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be climbing, and it also looks like there would be some wrong way. It also, oh no, that's a fallen tree. So maybe potentially, I'd potentially have to fall for that, which I want to avoid. But this one also just looks, it's deeper, so that would mean that he would like have to go that way, and it seems objectively larger. Also, which way would I need to go without crossing water? It seems like I would need to go over here or there. Which one would get me there sooner? I think going to Vinborough Village. I just don't know if I need to climb, if I need to glide for that. I don't think I've ever really explored this area outside of the story quest. I'm pretty certain you need to climb though, so I have two paths. I can either go this way, which seems pretty safe, other than, of course, water. And then come this way, and then you go through village, but then you need to backtrack and come down here. Or I could go this way, which is questionable, but it seems like it'd get me there faster. I think I'm gonna go the questionable way. And of course, that I looked at it for a very long time. I didn't memorize which one. All right, the middle one. Hey, there's a viewpoint. Good thing I went this way. I meant to do that. Uh, I also really didn't like the chasm as well. A lot of climbing, a lot of gliding. The underground was not interesting to me. I mean, seeing Ito and Kuki, that was pretty fun. I can't remember who else was there. I think it was Yelen and Yanfei. I hold a deep-seated grudge against Yanfei because Ningguang is better, but Ningguang will always be like the number one in my eyes, right? She's like an honorary, not even 5-star. She's an honorary 6-star. Okay. And forgot to mention we are also back into combat. There's a lot more combat along the way in Sumeru compared to Mondstadt and Liyue. So yeah, the Chasm. I also did the Chasm very, very late because I didn't play Genshin for most of the summer because Wonderlands was out and I dedicated my life to that. Finally got Platinum on it just recently. I think like just last week I got Platinum on it after like a month of a break because balancing in that game is god awful, let me tell you. But yeah, so I didn't play a lot, and then I did the Chasm maybe like 2, 3 weeks before Sumeru came out, so I did kind of rush it. I didn't skip that much dialogue other than the intro stuff, like, you know, explaining what we're doing starting off, you know. But I always skip that stuff. It's always stupid anyways. So, oh, wait, what? God, see, I told you, I suck with navigation, Christ, and I hate those inanimate objects that you target. Plunge attack our way down slowly, because she's not doing it smart. What the hell? See, again, I hate that stuff. Because it ate hard targets. Ate hard targets. See, that, what the hell? Look at that range, Christ. Why can't you target the ads that good? It's like on that, on the stairs that we'll get to eventually. I'm on the stairs and Liyue somewhere. I'm not going all the way to that part of the map. I'm just looking, making sure I'm on the... See, oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus. Alright. Can I backtrack? Turn around. I can probably sneak my way up here. Yeah, I can. But yeah, that one map on the one staircase on the Liyue path. Oh, why'd you fall? Gosh dang it. Plunge attack at least. Come on. Don't run. God. Man, the targeting just goes nuts in that section. Oh no. I'm gonna use Bennett, heal a little bit. Because I don't want my Hu Tao dying, you know? I know, it might be like, oh my god, you're doing a challenge and like, I can't believe you used another character in it. But like, I think getting the character over there without them dying is also a very important part of the challenge. And Hu Tao ain't exactly the best for that. Given the fact that if this was longer grass, she'd be lighting the thing ablaze, so... And the fact that, you know, she takes a lot of her own health. And now she can't eat food. So... Wow, there are a lot of enemies on this trail. Yeah, I don't like killing those guys. They're just fat. They're enjoying their lives, minding their own business. Who am I to take that away from them, you know? I don't care how much I need raw meat. I leave them alone. And I don't even need raw meat. I have like a lot. Because I never use it. Because I only cook on Mondays. When you need to cook 20 dishes. For Battle Pass experience. Because I don't really use food. This is a rare instance when I use food. I'm gonna go this way, avoid them. I think these mushrooms will probably be unavoidable, yeah. Oh, hey. You can get away with only killing one. That's pretty good. I think so far my favorite area, though, back to the topic of areas and their quests and whatnot. I think so far my favorite would definitely be Inazuma. Because, like, even throughout all of the acts, it was an extremely interesting area. Like, extremely interesting. And I really liked all of the characters in there for the most part. I know a lot of people dislike Yae Miko, which I kind of understand after figuring out more about her, but I also kind of don't because, like, she's really not that bad, and I need to go this way, so I think I'm just gonna plunge it. I go up the mountain a little bit, and then we're gonna plunge attack downwards. Hopefully I don't die. I don't. Hells yes. And then I think this is a path. See, and this stuff. This stuff is the worst, man. Just targeting inanimate objects. Christ. Because at least with enemies, you can, you know, kill them. Oh, damn. I didn't even realize. Alright. Alright, switch back. This one is... This challenge ain't going as well. Sumeru is a lot rougher than I thought it would be. Given the fact that it's supposed to be like a peaceful force and all, but Christ. Careful, you don't want to set yourself on fire. Come on now. Get the burning effect on you. Oh, wrong way. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm very bad with navigation on the Genshin map. But yeah, there's been a lot of enemies on here, like a lot more than normal. Well, I shouldn't say normal because I haven't done the Sumeru one, obviously. But a lot more than in Leeway and Mondstadt. I think there were only like 3, 4 instances where you had to deal with inanimate objects and enemies and such. But it wasn't as bad, nearly as bad as this. Like, Christ, I've ran into a lot already. And now that we're done talking with enemies, we're gonna go right back to story quests. Yeah, Acts 1, you know, getting introduced. Act 1 and 2 were really good. 3 and 4, when you started getting into the war and the rebellion, I think that was also super good. And then obviously Act 5 with the fight. Was it Act 5 with the fight with Signora or Raiden? I think it would be Raiden. Regardless, it's like the Raiden and Signora fight were both amazing. So I am going to take a left up ahead and continue to follow. Actually, I'm just gonna skip. I'm gonna take a little shortcut here. We ain't gotta follow the path down to a T. The name of the challenge is not follow the yellow brick road using attacks. It is use attacks to get from point A to point B. You know. Now we are going to cheat a little bit because the chasm. You know. But that's mostly unavoidable, at least as far as I know. Because I don't know in the like in the middle section where there would be a lot of climbing. I don't know if there are those things that make you jump higher in there. Like there could potentially be those. Which would mean that I wouldn't need to climb, but I would still need to either glide or plunge attack down there. So that would still also be cheating. So regardless, it'd be cheating. Because the chasm sucks. But yeah, I found Inazuma deeply like very interesting, especially with the Raiden Shogun and what was happening with those shenanigans, you know. All right. Also, whenever I come here, I just think of Cole. Oh my God, I almost fell off twice. Yeah, I just think of Cole. And Cole is literally Ganyu with green hair. Nobody can convince me otherwise. Like people like to say that she's like Amber or something. She is pretty much as useless as Amber, but she is just Ganyu with green hair. No like if ands or buts about it. Jesus. Huta, are you drunk? Christ. Although I will admit, Act 5 was pretty good. I know I've said that I don't like a lot of things already, although I love a lot of things about this game. Sumeru was just not my cup of tea. Like, everything about it just wasn't my cup of tea. But, Act 5, I really don't like Scaramouche. I love the boss fight. I love fighting a giant Gundam and a wannabe god, but, Scaramouche, man, I'm not a fan of him. And I kind of get why some people, damn, we got to start climbing this soon. That's a shame. All right. Oh my God, I'm climbing. I break the challenge. I'm run invalid. I know it's unavoidable. Okay. I mean, even if I were to jump, that's still not doing an attack. So it's pretty much just yep, unavoidable. Because you know the chasm sucks. All the more reason to dislike the chasm, ruining my run. But we're gonna make do with what we got here. Oh, plunge attack, I guess. But yeah, Scaramouche, awesome boss fight. As a character, he kind of sucks. I'm not a fan of him. He's uh he's not that interesting to me. He just seems like a I don't know, like a very he just seems like an edgy edge lord. You know, it's pretty much all I get from him. And now we already talked about this beforehand. We are going to climb. I know, like curse me out, run invalid, whatever you want to say. Like, this is blasphemy. I can't believe you would do this on a run where you specifically said you only use Hutao attacks. I know, but like we went over before, unavoidable. If I didn't have to, I wouldn't, you know? But he just seems like an edgy edgelord. He, and I can get behind, edgy edgelords, but he's like the king of just edge. I don't know, it's just physically that. You see, I didn't want to do that. That's why I was gonna glide. But I guess we'll climb. I feel much better climbing rather than gliding. You know, I feel like you're cheating slightly less because you're not covering any, how to put it, any horizontal ground. You're covering, yeah. When you're, oh my God, I completely lost myself there. When you're climbing, you're not like making yourself go any you're not making yourself go forward, as opposed to with gliding, like you are going forward, cutting off time on the path where you could be attacking. So I'd much rather, like, I go up or down vertically by climbing than, you know, glide and move myself horizontally. If you get what I'm saying. If you don't, I completely understand why you don't, because that was a bad explanation. But yeah. But yeah, Edgy Edgelord. Unless he's like absolutely broken, I also don't think I'll be pulling for him. I know, cancel me if you want. People don't like the characters that you like. It just kind of happens. Where am I going? Hold on. Uh, huh. Like, I know people don't like Ningguang and Hu Tao. Or some people even think Ningguang's bad, and to that, I say nay. I say nay. She is not bad. She is amazing. Possibly one of the best characters in the game. You just didn't build her right. Plunge attack counts as an attack. Alright. You know, get a proper build and get a good team, and then she wouldn't be so bad. Alright, you're just playing her wrong. And don't build her for charged attacks, for Christ's sake. Build her for her burst damage and her elemental skill damage, alright? If you're doing charge attacks with Ningguang, one, you have a bad team. Oh my god, I'm stuck on the thing. Nice. Yeah, you have a bad team. And, two, you're building her wrong. Yes, you can do damage with her charged attacks, but they are, simply not nearly as good as doing burst, you know? I mean, they are good supplementary damage. Like if you have downtime, you mess up your rotation or something, or you're fighting an enemy where, you know, energy recharge is cut off or something for some reason. Or like, you know, you mess up your rotation and then you don't have energy on things. It's just, they do damage. They definitely do damage, but it's again not nearly as good as just her burst and her skill if you build her right. I still think the best build for her is just two-piece Petra, two-piece Noblesse, because her burst is where that big damage is at. And I will also say, you can play her if she's not C6, but C6 is just so much more fun. Like if she's not C6, sure, build her, play her if you really like her, cool. But I'd wait until you got C6. That's what I did. I waited until I got C6, and then I built her, and it was like, wow, this is fun. This is really amazing. Since then, she's just been on pretty much almost every Abyss clear that I've ever done, up until the current Abyss, because she is not that good in the current Abyss. I will fully admit that. Well, it's not that she's not good. If I use my pure Ningguang team in the current Abyss, like second half, floor 12, or even first half, I could definitely get through that and get full stars. The only, damn it, that's twice that she's died now. That's really upsetting. Fuck off. Christ. Oh my god, really? Alright, go this way. Wide. Go wide. Go wide. Now I really feel like I'm cheating because my character died. Twice. Fucking hell. Sumeru path. What the hell, man? Oh my god. All of ya. The whole lot of ya. You're getting the sauce. Alright. Anyways, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Fuck, I don't know. Ningguang, yeah. If you want to build her, I'd hold off until you get her to C6 if you haven't already got her at C6. Then do it because she is a lot of fun at C6. Again, charge attacks don't do a whole lot. I'm gonna kind of jump attack away because I really don't want to deal with more combat, you know? But yeah. And then, yeah, Petra Noblesse is what I would recommend, obviously. Petra and, anything with the attack bonus, you know, that'd also be good. It's always solid. Although, honestly, I get more attack with my Petra and Noblesse pieces because my Noblesse pieces just have a lot of attack in their subs. So, it's like if I were to run like two-piece Gladiator or something, instead of two-piece Noblesse, I'd be getting less attack, which is pretty crazy to think about. But yeah, another thing is you also gotta have a good team for her. Like you could, I mean, if you watch my previous videos, you'd probably see my Ningguang team, and that's like an insanely good Ningguang team. Definitely not one that I would expect everybody to have. Here, get unstuck, please. Thank you. Alright. Well, you know, I definitely recommend trying to get at least one of the two people out of my team, though, like either Albedo or Zhongli. Obviously, they're not weighted the same. Zhongli is a much, much, much higher priority than Albedo, but he is a nice addition. But even if you can't, even running like Goro or Garo, however you say his name, I'm sure he's good. I haven't used him. His hit seems really good, so I think that'd be pretty good. Hell, you could probably even like rock Noelle with her just to get a Geo shield. I don't remember how good her shield is. I know that it's nowhere near Diona or Zhongli, but yeah. Like when I first started out with Ningguang and I didn't have Zhongli and Albedo, no sham, I rocked Bennett Diona. Diona just for that shield. And then I can't remember what my last one was. I think it was just like Zhang Ling or something. But even then, I was mopping the floor in the abyss because of Ningguang damage. And my Zhang Ling was not at all well built at the time. I think I had her on like 4 Glad or some shit. This was obviously back in like the 1 point somethings. But yeah, then I got Jean Glee and he changed a lot. Dropped Diona. And then I think I still kept Jean Ling for that, attack bonus with double pyro. And hey, we are at Leeway Harbor. Look at that. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, I hate this stuff. Alright, yes. But back to what I was saying, yeah. Like I ran Zhang Li, Bennett, Ningguang, and John Ling for a while. They shit on everything. It was really, it was a really good team. I mean, not as good as the Albedo one, obviously. But I know that normally I go all the way out there and I plunge attack or glide out, and I don't know why I did that when I could literally just go down the stairs there and continue on the path normally. It doesn't make sense why I did that. But yeah. So if you have that, that's a pretty good team. You could also replace Zhongli with Albedo if you have Albedo, or Zhongli with fuck. What was I gonna say? With Garo or Goro. Or even Noelle if you have like Favonius on her. But Zhongli is definitely the best pick for that team. Uh, I would recommend keeping Zhang Ling in there though, because she definitely does add in quite a bit of extra damage, and that, as I said before, double pyro is really good. But if you were to play Ningguang and you really like her, I would highly, highly suggest aiming to get both Zhongli and Albedo, because they are amazing supports for them. And you could do the burst cycles, and it's just amazing. It's a lot of fun. A lot more fun than playing Charge Attack Ningguang, let me tell you. If you're going to play Charge Attack Ningguang, just play Yanfei. Alright? Being one of those losers that plays Yanfei. Oh wait, no, this is the right path. Okay. It's been a minute since I've done this, obviously. Because I think the last one I did was Hu Tao. And it was just Hu Tao from Leeway Harbor to Monstadt Gate. And I think I had a ridiculous time from there. I think I was like 10 minutes or something, which is just crazy given the fact that my Bennett was like 40 minutes or something. And even the one that I thought would be the fastest, Zhao, he was like 25 minutes or some shit like that. And Kaching also ran for a longer time than I thought, but Hu Tao tore through it, which is why I chose her for this, because yeah. Because I wanted to do the challenge, but I also didn't want to spend 10 years on it. I mean, it's already going to take 10 years by default, but I didn't want to spend longer on it than I need to, especially given the fact that, you know, I was gonna go through the chasm and I was gonna be cheating anyways. Oh shit. Homie just keeled over. Yeah, I'm not in the mood for combat, especially after Sumeru. Like, bloody hell, that was a lot of combat. For no reason. And we will continue trudging along. God, Hu Tao was a great investment. Uh, my C1 Hu Tao does more than my C6 Diluc. Yeah. If you saw my last video, you will see why I have a C6 Diluc. Well, not, you won't see why I have when you'll see me pull my last Diluc, which I was very upset about. There was a lot of emotions in that, you know, because one, like, now I can no longer be kind of happy when I get a Diluc, because, you know, when I get him, it just be an actual waste of primos, because I'm not working towards his constellations anymore. Two, I don't use Diluc anymore because I have Hu Tao, and she's just simply a lot better. I won't, like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. She's just a lot better. Alright. Not to say that Diluc's bad, he's really good. He was the first 5-star I ever pulled. It was actually on my first ever 10 pull I got him. And I used him for an extremely long time until I started using Ningguang, I believe I was using Diluc. And he was amazing. He still is really amazing. Like, if you're using Diluc, no shame, but again, Hu Tao. I would say Yoimiya, but Yoimiya was disappointing. I was expecting a bit more from her. I didn't pull on her because, like, she was meta or anything. I don't even know what's meta anymore. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I haven't kept up with the Genshin Impact stuff in a while. I've been, like, theory crafting on my own and trying to do things on my own in this game now. The only YouTube I really search up for Genshin is, like, locations for materials and stuff, you know? Like, the character level up materials, because those are always a pain to find. Like, I don't have time to be running around all day looking for that stuff, you know? But yeah, so I don't really know what's better, but yeah, I was expecting a bit more from Yoimiya. She seemed like she would be a pretty fun character, but I didn't realize, like, how her focus was really just, what's it called, one target, you know? I thought she would be a bit better with mobs and stuff, but not to say that she's bad with them. It's just like, again, if I were to compare her to Diluc with mobbing, Diluc's definitely got the edge in that. In my eyes, he's definitely better at mobbing than Yoimiya. She's much more of a solo target. Now, solo target, obviously, I'd give it to Yoimiya because her one target pyro damage is pretty good. Both of them fall short of Hu Tao in both respects. No, I'm just kidding. Diluc is probably better for mob clearing than Hu Tao. But I also really never had any issues with mob clearing with Hu Tao. Especially in Abyss, except for the new Abyss where they have you fighting like 18 fucking enemies, and they're just spread out all over the place because they're just like spitting in the eye of all melee characters, you know? Like, that is just intentionally made for Animo. Which I should start using more Animo characters. I just don't. I don't really want to. Like, I have Kazuha. Why do I pronounce it so weird? I have Kazuha. Kazuzu, you know. But I really don't use him all that much. I used him for a little while. I'll use him in Abyss occasionally. Not a lot, though. And this is the, what's it called that I was talking about? The staircase in Leeway. that was very annoying, and as you saw, I kind of jumped attacked away because otherwise I'd literally never be able to leave that area because of how bad the AI targeting is over there. And if you see my health and you're like, oh my god, why isn't he healing his Hu Tao like he's been doing for the past few minutes, it's because I know that there are going to be some enemies coming up here rather shortly. So I want to save my Hu Tao's food consumption until I get there. So then if I get there, I don't want to be like caught with my pants down. Like, not going to be able to consume any food and then just get one tapped by anything. I'd like to keep it at... I would have liked to have no deaths along the way, but now that we're at 2 deaths, I'd like to keep it at 2 deaths, alright? Not trying to add to the counter. Because that is actually very upsetting, and if I wasn't running all the way from Sumeru to Monstadt, like if this was just a normal leeway to Monstadt, I definitely would have restarted the run over that. But since we're doing Sumeru to Monstadt, yeah, I think I'm good. I'm also surprised with how little people do things like this. Like going from one end of the map to the other. I know that initially, back when Tibet Times was a thing, like near the start of the game, there was somebody that walked from Leeway Gate to Mondstadt Gate, and I know people thought it was like crazy and insane at the time. And then I never like saw anything other than that, nobody did anything fun or silly, like doing character attacks from Leeway Gate to Mondstadt Gate, which is why I did it, because nobody else did it. I won't lie, I did think that it would kind of take off a little bit. I thought people would be a tad bit more interested, but, they weren't. No big deal. Can't expect a whole lot. But, now I just do it because it's like I did it before. I did it with a lot of characters, so might as well just keep it going at this point. Do I turn that? No, I don't turn this way because that's over to the wolf boy. I did remember something on the map. And I'm surprised nobody's done like anything like tapping the W key from one point of the end of the map to the other. Maybe somebody has and I just haven't seen it. I really wouldn't be surprised. Because that is certainly something that comes to mind after seeing that Tibet Times. Like, this guy did that, oh, I'll do you one better, you know? I mean, it is how this came to be. And again, just doing it on principle. Keeping it going. Because there was one guy in Discord who helped me figure out how to record a video on PlayStation. And I promised him that I'd do this stuff. I promised him I'd do one with Kaching. And I did, and I just kept it going. Kept the ball rolling. You know? And I intend to continue that. If they add a section off of Sumeru, damn, don't want to die. If they add a section off of Sumeru that I can run from there through Sumeru to Mondstadt, I'm not saying I'll do it immediately. It'll take a little while, but I'll most likely do it, I also kind of do wish I got Yelan or Yelan. I don't know how to pronounce these characters' names, man. I think it is Yelan or Yelan. However you want to say it. I'm going to say Yelan because that's the stupidest pronunciation. But yeah. I actually probably shouldn't do that because, Kanye West, fuck him. But I also don't really want to talk about that matter. Because, no politics in here, man. We're playing a video game, for Christ's sakes. Who cares? Who cares about adding politics into this? Like, just play the video game, gosh dang it. But Yelen, actually, I want to say Yelan. I think that sounds more right. I would like to do this with her elemental skill. With a C1 as well. Is it C1 where you get the 2 charges? I think it's either C1 or C2. I don't know. I didn't play when she was released. I've only ever seen, like, stuff about her after her release and whatnot. But yeah, I would like to do that. I think that might be faster than the Hu Tao. I also don't know what her cooldown looks like. So it might not be 55 minutes. Oh boy, we're getting close to the hour mark. I'm almost there though. I'm surprised that I didn't stop talking at any point and just start vibing, because that's typically what I do on these, is I just listen to music and mute my mic. But I mean, yeah, we're pretty much here. I'm surprised this fit under an hour. I for sure thought I was gonna need to make two parts to this. Especially, English, Christ. Especially given the fact that I spent like 10 minutes mapping the thing out beforehand. But yeah, if she ever gets a rerun, I'll probably pull on her because I'm pretty sure she's just a better Jingchu, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'll probably pull on her and do a run with her regardless of if I get the extra charge on her skill or not. Maybe it'll be faster than Hu Tao. Maybe we'd have a new person that we do this with. Who knows? I don't. That is Monstadt, and we are now at Catherine. What's up, Catherine? You got anything for me, or did I already take it? I didn't. Oh, goodbye. Yeah, so that was that. We cheated a little bit in the chasm and in a few parts where there were hiccups. Like when I was doing the normal attacks, normal charge, I will admit I did see that, my Hu Tao sometimes was doing a little jog. Alright. Try to avoid that as much as possible, but it's because of how her charge attack works normally. It's kind of difficult to do that as compared to when you're doing it in here where you don't consume stamina. But I did also die a few times, which I was upset about. I was very upset about. And climbing in the chasm, but that's because the chasm is a bitch and a half. If people actually see this video and they know a way to do the chasm without going from the Sumeru entrance without having to climb or glide, I would love to know that, because I really don't like climbing and gliding in this. I feel like it's cheating. I also feel like my character dying 2 times was cheating. But again, you know, I don't want to run this. I don't want to go through this again. At least not anytime soon, and not with the same character. Maybe I'll do another character. Maybe. I don't know who though. I don't know who I would do. But yeah, if anybody were to know that, and if anybody actually sees the video and they were to tell me, that'd be pretty neat. I would like to know that. And yeah, and while we're here, let's take a look at my Ningguang. What the hell? Who stole her piece? I have her on gladiators. What is this? Oh, I know who stole her piece. I used the was it Sino? I don't think it was Sino. What? What the hell? Nobody stole her piece. It was right there. I have her on Glad right now. I don't know why. Maybe I just don't have 17 crit rate. Christ, I haven't looked at her pieces in a hot minute. It's even got me surprised. Okay. Maybe I don't have good noblesse pieces anymore. It's very possible. Yeah, that's bad. That's decent. My feathers have always just been meh. I really need to farm more of this stuff. That's pretty good. Just one wasted roll. That's decent. Uh, it's also pretty good. I actually could run 2 police noblesse, I think. Oh wait, I don't have a flower, I don't think. But I'm almost at the hour mark. Yeah, I don't have a flower. So PlayStation's automatically gonna boot my thing off from recording. So before that happens, just if you see this and you watched it, have a nice day. Even if you're watching the shortened version and you don't know what I'm saying, have a nice day. You're awesome. And thanks for watching me do this, you know?